Hello, good afternoon. It is Tuesday, March 24th, and this video is intended for students at Marysville High School that are in advanced placement psychology, whether Ms. Holt is your teacher or I am your teacher. The purpose of this video is to update you on changes that have been made via College Board in regards to advanced placement testing. Before we get into all that, Ms. Holt and I want to pass along our messages of hope that you are safe and your family is safe, that if you have family members that are working as essential workers through this crisis, that they understand our gratitude and our appreciation for everything that they're doing to serve the citizens of our country, our state, our city, depending on what capacity, and we're very grateful for that. Additionally, while we're on the topic of kind of the pandemic, and because we've studied mental health this year, I think it's important to recognize that the idea of social distancing is an important one for our physical safety, but it is one that poses great risk to our mental health. And so I encourage you to reach out to your friends, to reach out to your family members, call them, FaceTime with them. I'm sure there's a variety of other ways that you can reach people that I'm not even aware of, right? Snapchat being one of them amongst many, I'm sure. But I would encourage you to do that. It's an important thing to be connected to people. And when you can't be connected physically, it's important to be connected at least in some way, shape, or form. So if you've thought about somebody, if you've wondered about somebody, go the extra step, contact them, reach out to them, let them know you're thinking of them, and just ask them how they're doing. I think that's important. I know that we've done that with our family members, our friends, and it's difficult to be isolated from people. This just compounds that. So, a little public service announcement for you guys. All right, let's transition into advanced placement. So, when we left each other March 13th, Ms. Holt and I let you guys know that at that time, College Board hadn't made any decision in terms of changing test dates. That all changed on Monday, March 16th, when they said, we are changing. We're concerned about the safety of our students and of our staff members. And so they made changes to the curriculum. And then on March 20th, that was last Friday, they came out with kind of an idea of what it's going to look like. So testing is a go for any student that wants to take it. For any student that doesn't want to take it, there's a full refund that you can apply for through Marysville High School. I don't have specifics on how to do that at this point, but you don't have to go through College Board to do that because we haven't sent the money to them at this point in time. All AP tests that require a test are going to change in their format, and the specifics of that format for every test, but since we're talking about psychology right now, for the psych test won't be announced until April 3rd. That's next Friday, not this Friday, but next Friday. So be on the lookout for that. I'm sure there'll be another video that we'll post that explains kind of how that test will look for anybody that is interested in taking the exam. What they have said at this point is that there'll be no multiple choice questions at all. It'll only be FRQ, so free response, and it'll be a 45-minute session that'll take place in your home, which I know is important. We're not asking students to gather at this time. You'll be able to take it in your home on your Chromebook, a home computer, a smartphone, or any tablet. They'll also have opportunities to handwrite and take pictures and upload if you have an unreliable device. If you do have an unreliable device, head to my website. Under AP Psych, there'll be a little tab that says studying for AP exam, and there'll be a link on there. There'll be lots of links on there, but one of the links that'll be on there will be if you know of somebody that doesn't have reliable internet service or a reliable device to take this exam on. In terms of tests, again, there'll be test security parameters put in place. I don't know what exactly those are. Those are way above my pay grade. I assume it'll entail the not being able to open another tab, and there'll be plagiarism software, and I'm sure a host of other things, but rest assured that they are going to work hard to make sure that your work is genuine and authentic. Sorry, I'm looking at my notes here. For us in AP Psych, we covered all of the chapters that were necessary except for the last 3 chapters, and those 3 chapters were Chapter 14 on abnormal psychology, Chapter 15 on therapy, and Chapter 16 on social psych. What they have decided to do is take the content that we were supposed to learn and shrink it down to first week of March. And as long as we followed a traditional sequence, you should be covered. In fact, Ms. Holt and I have. So everything that we learned in class through and including Chapter 13 on personality is what they're going to be assessing you on. Everything after that will not be included as part of this advanced placement exam. So you don't have to worry about learning content without myself or without Ms. Holt and then trying to demonstrate knowledge and mastery of that content. Having said that, likely many of you are going to pursue psychology post-secondary when things get hopefully back to normal sometime in the near future, and you'll need that information, right? You'll need that background information on those chapters to pursue a class in, abnormal psychology or a class in social psychology. So there'll be opportunities to do that, and I'll explain those in just a little minute. I want to stay kind of focused on the test right now. There will be 2 testing dates. The first testing date will be earlier. They haven't announced that date yet. Again, April 3rd, they will announce specifics on each test. And then there'll be a later testing date. The reason for the 2 dates is so if a student wants to take the test early when stuff is fresh in their mind or more fresh or closer to contact when you learned about it with your teacher, or if you want to take this extended absence that we've had and use that time to study and kind of pursue a little bit of aggressive studying while you're at home, kind of obviously learning remotely in a lot of cases, and then you can take that. Every student should have the opportunity, to my understanding, to choose on their own. It's not a class or a school-wide decision. You'll be able to choose if you want to take the early test, the late test, or not a test at all and opt for the full refund. You should note that colleges and universities support these changes that College Board has instituted for this 1 year, and that AP credit should still be earned just like it would have had this pandemic not arisen and affected your life in general, but specifically your advanced placement class. The last thing I want to say is that in regards to testing, that they have created a AP Central YouTube channel. You can find that again on our website, and the YouTube channel will have videos from live videos with instructors that are kind of renowned in the world of AP psychology that'll teach you about the stuff that we haven't taught you. Okay, so the very first few sessions, I believe they're 4 to 4:45 Eastern Standard Time starting tomorrow, Wednesday, March 25th. Those videos will teach you about abnormal psychology and psychological disorders and things like that. And then they will also circle back to reteach content that you haven't been around for quite some time and obviously don't have an instructor to see every day at school to still ask questions with and get clarification on. So there'll be videos. Again, 75% of that content will be review, and by review I mean stuff we've already covered. 25% of the content will cover topics that we have not covered yet in class. Let's see here. In terms of 504 and IEP testing accommodations, I don't have information, unfortunately, on that at this time. I've read through what I've read through. What is out there on the College Board website is what I am just kind of summarizing for everybody. It is not that I have extra information or that they've reached out to me specifically. I just wanted to make it easier for our students to understand and digest what their options were. Ms. Holt and I have had some exploratory conversations about what we can do to support you on this journey. Obviously, we want to help you in the pursuit of successfully taking the AP exam, if that is your desire. And so we want to hopefully be, face-to-face teaching you soon. I know that the governor has locked us down, not locked down, stay safe. Stay home, stay safe mandate in an attempt to help stop the spread of this, COVID-19 virus. And so we want to support you up until that time, April 13th, kind of remotely, and hopefully we'll be back face-to-face after that. Obviously, I can't guarantee that. I don't know that. I don't think anybody does at this time. And so if in the event that this goes longer, we still want to be able to support you. So ways that we're going to support you, obviously on our website, we've already had all of our previous notes hosted all year, and all of our current and future notes also up on our website. Those have not changed. You can access those at any time via either website. We have also opened up AP Classroom to have all of our review materials for every chapter. Those were made available on March 13th, our last day that we saw each other. And so those are still there. Please access those to get good, authentic practice on good test questions. Past FRQs and things like that, Ms. Holt and I are going to talk specifically about maybe how we would break down a question and maybe walk you through the scoring guidelines so you understand kind of what they would give points for, what they wouldn't give points for. We'll probably focus most of that on FRQs as there are no multiple choice questions that are going to be used on this test. And then we'd like to have you have an opportunity for you rather to see us face to face. And so maybe we'll be able to create some online office hours where you can get questions or seek clarification on topics that maybe you don't fully understand or just want to review. We also have a 14 days of review, so each of the 14 days reviewing a chapter, kind of the highlights of content that we taught in each chapter that we've used in the past. We'll obviously make that public and available as we get closer to the test dates. And the face-to-face, I don't know quite what platform will work best, if Ms. Holt will do one and I'll do one separately, and you could go to either one no matter what student you were, or if we'll host them together. I'm not really sure yet. We've looked at Zoom, we've looked at Google Hangouts, and we're exploring other avenues. Obviously, we have 3 classes, so that's quite large. I don't know that if we'll have to split it into smaller subsections, like a Catoni class and a whole 7th hour and a whole 3rd hour, or whatever it might be. We'll announce that in the days to come. Look to our Twitter account for information when things are updated. Check our websites. Those are great places to get information about what's going on and anything that we have to share with you. All right, guys. So obviously, we miss you. We love you. We hope you're doing well. We hope you're safe. We hope you're taking this time to invest in yourself, invest in your family, and just you know, spending this time not just worried about things that you can't control. Remember what we talk about all the time is control the controllables, right? Control what you can control and put your efforts there. So, you know, stay informed and invest in yourself. You know, I encourage you to get out and run or walk or, you know, do yoga or stretch or work on your core strength, do planks or push-ups or sit-ups. I would encourage you to read, to pray if that's something that you do. I would encourage you to invest in your family, maybe a younger sibling or an older sibling, one person that you haven't had a chance to really connect with because you're so busy all the time. Like, this is an opportunity for you to do that. Read a book that you typically don't read, or research something. Like, I'm going to try to learn how to play the piano. So if you have a video on that you would like to share with me, I would greatly appreciate it, because I'm watching random people on YouTube try to teach me how to play the piano. So trying to teach myself a new skill and trying to, like I said, control what I can control and do the best I can. So Ms. Holt and I are looking forward to helping you out. And for those of you that want to reach out, please continue to do so via email, or you can hit us up directly via the Twitter account. All right, be well. Hope to see you soon.